Activists against gender-based violence are protesting outside the Mamelodi East police station after a man who allegedly stabbed his girlfriend 8 times was reportedly released before he could appear in court. Let's get more on this with SABC News reporter Patricia, who's standing by for us in Mamelodi. A very good afternoon to you, Patricia. What else do we know about what happened and why?
Well, good afternoon, and of course to your viewers. You can see outside here at court activists who have, of course, come here in their numbers demanding answers from the police station. Of course, we're still waiting for the police to come to the party to tell us what are the right facts, what exactly happened. But from the little information that we have gathered is that the 18-year-old victim was stabbed about 8 times on the 26th of August by her boyfriend. They have a 3-month-old baby together. Apparently, the dispute started when she refused to go and sleep over at his house. He then accused her of a whole lot of things, and that escalated, and he ultimately then attacked her, hitting her allegedly with a brick over the head. He strangled her, and of course what we have seen, her body being full of stab wounds as he tried to obviously kill her. Apparently from the victim's side, he repeatedly told her that he is going to kill her. She told us that she managed to get away. She jumped over a wall, and that's how she got away from her attacker. And thereafter, they opened a case by the police. He was arrested. But a few days later, the family of the victim, the family of Boipelo, then saw the attacker, the accused, the perpetrator in this matter, roaming the streets. He allegedly then, went to the family, intimidated them, threatened them, demanding her whereabouts. As we speak right now, she is in a shelter. But the threats obviously escalated, according to the family. Boipelo's mother and her grandmother had to abandon their home. They had to flee their homes out of fear that they might also be attacked. They too are in shelters. And joining me right now is Moshe Mate. She's been helping the victim and her grandmother, and of course the mother, who currently are demanding answers from the police, saying that they're fearing for their lives. They just want to know what exactly happened. Thank you so much, Memate. In short, you had a meeting this morning. Obviously, you have to go back, you're saying, with the police inside. They told you about what happened to the perpetrator. Just take us through some of those.
You know, the brigadier is still talking to his colleagues, but the fact of the matter is that the perpetrator escaped from the police station, and they are promising to bring him to book. And we're asking them, when are they bringing him to book? Because people have locked their houses, ran away because of this young man. So we also want to know, we're here today to get answers to say, when is Boipelo and the mother getting back to their home? When are they regaining their lives again? Because now they're homeless in a shelter. And the police must give us answers today. And we have promised them that in 7 days, if this young man is not apprehended, we're going to be back here.
But in the little that they explained to you, escape, that sounds like a serious matter. That he at least tell you, how did he escape? When did they learn that he has escaped?
They are saying the information is too sensitive to be divulged to us. But they are only promising that they'll bring him to book. And we're saying we're waiting patiently. In 7 days, we're back here. And they must give us that Mjalifa. He must go to court. Justice must be served for Boipelo and her family.
We also understand from the victim, we also interviewed her mother yesterday, who told us about a prolonged history of abuse. Allegedly, he's been abusing her since they started dating in 2020. When she came to you for help, and you obviously took her in, gave her counseling and so forth, in what condition was she? How is she doing currently?
She's much better now and a bit stable. She was shaky, she would shiver for no reason whatsoever. She would be cowering as if she wants to hide while sitting with you. When interviewing her, I would have to sort of embrace her to make sure that she understands that she's in safe space. So what has happened to this young girl is honestly horrible. And unfortunately, it is not an isolated case in South Africa. That's why now each case of gender-based violence, we are going to do what we are doing today.
Now, with the police seemingly in hot water, of course we don't know the facts. We need to get all the facts before we point fingers. But the mere fact that they can't even confirm to us right away that the perpetrator is behind bars, he will be appearing in court on this particular day, that already tells us that something big is wrong here, that they can't even confirm whether he is in jail. What does this tell us about the police in cases of gender-based violence?
Unfortunately, gender-based violence would decrease if the police were doing their job. But it starts in the police station where the perpetrator is released, where the case is watered down. You find that attempted murder is written in the docket as if it's simple domestic violence.
That's what happened here. It was a domestic violence case instead of attempted murder, stabbing somebody 8 times.
Exactly. And when I spoke to the brigadier, he agreed with me that indeed this is attempted murder. And I said, but brigadier, it starts there. When the docket is useless when it goes to the prosecutor, and it's easy for a perpetrator to get bail. But each and every case of domestic violence, we will check it. We will see how they have actually portrayed the case so that in court a fair chance is given to the victim as well. Justice will be served to all people in South Africa.
Right, thank you so much there. As you know, as I've said already, we're waiting for the police to come and give us clarity. What exactly happened here? Where is the perpetrator in this matter? We heard now from Mema here saying that she had a meeting with the brigadier inside, who told her that from the information that the police have, the perpetrator may have escaped. And this already tells us that something problematic is happening here. How did he escape, and why has the police not raised the alarm on this if it is true? Outside, the activists obviously saying enough is enough, and they are not going to let this down, as they feel that many of these cases are failed by the police. It's back to you in studio.